one is not cosmetic. Fasting will reshape your stature, or you will see the way God wants you to be. And then most importantly, apart from the physical and morphological rearrangement, God will begin to speak to your soul. Because many times, because we are busy with life, we don't get the opportunity to hear the voice of God. It's when we are separated that God begins to speak to us. And many times, when God speaks to us, he begins from the area of the flesh. He said, for the spirit wrestles against the flesh, and the flesh against the spirit. Galatians 2:16. And he said the two is against one another. If God does not tame your flesh, God can't walk with you. And so when a man separates himself unto the Lord to walk with God, God will begin to address fleshly issues. And one of the major things about flesh is to be puffed up. That's why I said the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. And so every time a man is separated unto God, God begins to tame that pride. And so fasting is the time to humble. And that's why in the Old Testament, when men fast, they put on sackcloth. They pour ashes on their heads because they are sustaining a disposition of humility. In Psalm 35 verse 13, the Bible said something. It said, but as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth, and I humbled my soul with fasting. So fasting has intrinsically built a technology for humbling the soul. If these four things are in place, then your fasting is accurate, and your fasting can engender a kind of result, which is the major emphasis we want to look at today. The power of fasting. When a man fasts, there are powers that are generated, but the fasting must be done correctly in order for these powers to be generated.